Berkeley, California. And what better way to spend this beautiful day than watching the soccer match between your California Golden Bears and Cal State Bakersfield. Welcome inside the broadcast booth. I'm your guy, Dr. Ty Douglas, joined by my Voice of Cal Soccer partner and former Cal Soccer standout, Keely Roy. And we're here to help bring the juice today with your play-by-play and color commentary. Keely, grateful to have you with us. Excited to hear your thoughts on these two teams.
Yeah, so I think for Cal, second game of the weekend, looking to get another win. You can expect to see that high pressure attack starting with Lima up top wearing the number 12 jersey. She's already has 4 goals on the season and on the hunt for more. The combination between her and King wearing number 13 has been really good for the Bears the last couple games, so definitely something else to keep an eye on. In the midfield, the duo of Kloss wearing number 17 and Leontini in 22. Some long-range shots coming out of that midfield group that I think Bakersfield has to keep an eye on. For the Roadrunners, their last 2 goals in their win against Weber State came from Megan Ormson and Karen Flores. Ormson wearing the number 4. The midfielder from Folsom, California, has been a threat for them. Getting out of the middle and getting into the attack, had a great goal in their last win, like I mentioned. And then Flores as well, wearing the number 9, the forward from Ecuador, also has some experience with the Ecuadorian national team recently and has been a big threat for them up top. So be sure to keep an eye out for her. She's going to be kicking off today for them.
Teams are in place. Fans are in place. And we have kickoff. Starting lineup for Cal State Bakersfield. At number 1, goalkeeper Kemi Anaya. Number 4, Megan Ormson. Midfielder, number 7, Cynthia Ramirez. Number 9, Karen Flores at forward. At number 14, Hilda Jonasdottir. Number 18, Paige Rodriguez. Number 21, Maya Clark. Number 26, Natalie O'Sullivan at midfield. Number 28, Ileana Magurhi. Number 29, Kim Garcia. Number 35, Isis Salazar Ortega. Bakersfield are coached by head coach Bernardo Silva. And for the Golden Bears, at 00, Kelly McManus. At number 2, starting there in defense, Asha McLean. Number 8, Alexis Wright. Number 12, Carly Lima at forward. Number 13, Valise King at forward. Number 14, Malia McMahon. Number 17, Alex Kloss. Number 19, Courtney Boone, defense. Number 22, Julia Leontini, midfield. Number 25, Campbell Carroll in midfield. Number 39, Noelle Bonflasher into the midfield today. The Golden Bears are coached by head coach Neil McGuire.
We could barely make it through the lineups. We've already got action. Already seen the ball in the box a couple times.
Kloss to Wright. Wright seeking to make headway down the left flank, creating space, looking to perhaps square the ball, running out of real estate, but getting the cross in nevertheless.
Nice look there. You see the speed from the width for the Bears, and then Lima running into that center space. Always dangerous.
Solid tackle there. Neither player backing down. Little swivel. Nice play in the midfield. Great run. Referee has called a foul. That was some good interplay there. Really good work by number 29, Kim Garcia, after picking up the ball in the midfield from her teammate, who made a wonderful run and made a little nutmeg there to get open. Keely?
That was Flores there. We talked about her wearing the number 9 jersey. Great work getting, you see the crafty little Meg coming out of the back half, and then pushes the ball up the field really well. You can see her confidence on the ball and then able to slip her teammate in. Bears make the right choice to make a firm stop there, and this will be our first free kick of the game.
I talked to both coaches actually for the match, Keely, and Bakersfield actually pretty good on set pieces. They actually scored via set piece in their last match against Santa Clara, excuse me. And they will be looking to continue that thread of finding the back of the net via set piece. And Coach Neil McGuire is well aware of their danger as Cynthia Ramirez stands over the ball and looks to curl with a left-footed shot. And not a bad effort.
Not a bad effort at all. McManus looked like that one was going to come off the bar, but good decision by McManus there just to kind of get her fingers on it and roll that up over, because the last thing you want is that coming off the bar and right down into the 6. So corner, but probably a safe call on that one.
Right for the in-swinger. That one doesn't trouble Cal's goalkeeper, McManus, who's one of 3 transfers, Keely, that Coach Neil McGuire brought in, the other 2 being Kloss and Leontini. All 3 of them have made significant contributions already this season, with Kloss scoring a brilliant left-footed curler by Kloss last time out on Thursday. And, of course, Leontini scored a great one against USF. So Coach Neil McGuire has utilized the transfer portal with excellence, and all 3 of his signings are doing a great job.
I agree. I think that we talked about a little bit, I think last time we were in the booth, how big the transfer portal has become in this space. And I think Coach McGuire did a great job bringing in 3 players who came in and made an impact right away. Players that all had previous experience too at some top schools. That always helps, bringing in people who, they've played at some of the highest levels. And all 3 of these girls really have. So to have them come in and impact on both sides of the ball, defensively and offensively, it's been a great addition for the Bears. And he's got to be happy, especially after that beautiful finish from Kloss. We're still reliving it a little bit here in the booth. It was quite a beauty.
Quite a beauty. If you didn't see it, look it up. Really great finish, game winner, and it was fitly so. As we said, not much backlift, found the space, and really just beat everyone, all ends up with a lovely curling effort that found the side netting in the back of the onion bag. It was special.
Yep, those are the ones that make this game so exciting to watch. Although the players hate a close game, in the booth and as a fan, it's always exciting when it comes down to a 1-goal kind of finish, and that's what we had last week. I'm sure both teams here today hoping for a different scenario for themselves, but.
Ball's punching, and Kloss looking to try to continue her scoring exploits with a header that was looping towards goal.
Like that effort by Kloss. That was a little tricky there. I thought she might try to head that down to kind of keep it in play, and I think she actually kind of caught the keeper, Cami Anaya, kind of off guard with that high kind of loping header.
Keely, in my pre-match conversation with the Bakersfield head coach, who has a pretty special soccer name, Keely. For anyone who knows the name Bernardo Silva, you should know that's the name of a great Portuguese international who plays for Manchester City in the Premier League. Coach Silva is working to become the most famous Bernardo Silva. So if he can do that, he will become a pretty amazing coach. Bernardo Silva has a decorated career thus far. But he shared a couple of things, Keely, that I think our audience will be interested in. He talked about the new Bakersfield. We'll come back to that in a second. With right, some in danger area, and Kloss creating space but being bumped off the ball, shoulder to shoulder. All fair in the game of soccer. Bonflasher. Getting bumped from behind on that one.
So we haven't seen Bonflasha in the midfield yet. Her first appearance back in that midfield role. Seen her a little bit up top on the wing these last couple appearances. She notably missed last season on an ACL tear, and then previous to that, played more in the 8-6 role for the Bears the previous season. So nice to see her back in the midfield mix. already had some touches already. Then you said you talked to Coach Silva a little bit about this new look for Bakersfield.
Yeah, and less of a, new look in that, they have 29 new players that came in and 7 that came in the spring, which, head coach Silva talked about it being exciting, but he also really talked about a new Bakersfield. So not just a new look, but I think a new mentality is what he's seeking to bring, right? A sense of belief as the free kick comes in. Carly Lima seeking to get on the end of that. I don't think that goalkeeper was too troubled. That one, maybe the fans were more excited than the goalkeepers. I think she had that one watched. But yeah, he was talking about a new sense of belief, Keely, that in order to do so, in order to compete in the Big West, you also got to play against, big teams or teams that know how to win and have had a good history of winning. And so the Golden Bears are a great test for them today. And in so doing, they're trying to learn. He's trying to teach them how to win.
Yeah, they've had some tough matchups in their preseason. Definitely can see that Coach Silva wasn't shying away from showing them some of the best competition in the nation and really getting them prepared before they go into Big West play. They already played San Diego State, Texas, and then now coming out to play Cal and a couple other preseason matchups before they head into Big West play. They are predicted to finish 9th, so definitely something to prove for them and for Coach Silva in his second year. I actually have a personal connection to Coach Silva, which is funny. Did he? I was going to say, way back, this feels like 1,000 years ago, when I was getting recruited my first go-around in high school, maybe I was like a junior in high school? No, a sophomore in high school maybe, freshman or sophomore. I actually went on a visit, and he toured me around. He was at Cal Poly at the time. He was the assistant there, and that was a long time ago. And yeah, he toured me around. I got to spend a couple days with him, and I had a great visit. I was actually a little sad, and I'm going there only because I had such a fun visit with him. And my sister, I notably remember this, she loves him. She was like, when I get older, I want to play for Bernardo, like on his team. And she's like, I love Cal Poly, all the animals. They have a big agriculture. So, and I always would see him with different teams kind of as his career has evolved. So it feels full circle and a little bit for me to see him now a head coach of his own team, which I feel like is such a rightful, momentous occasion for him. He's been involved in so much soccer across NorCal and Southern California. So exciting moment for him in his second season as a head coach.
Yeah, that's great. He spoke highly of you as well, Keely, and mentioned that he did recruit you. And clearly both of you have continued to do great things since that time.
Yeah, it's been a while, but what is not shocking, we crossed paths back on a field, right? Doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, the soccer world, and just the world is not that big. I mean, it's big, but we're all sort of not too far away, right?
I will say the soccer world feels especially small. I feel like we've had so many, even in the booth, I feel like we talk about so many little connections. And
absolutely.
It's
beautiful.
Here comes Lima.
Lima using her pace and speed. Not a lot of space there on the end. Running into the backboard there. Keita, I also want to just make a correction. Actually, Bakersfield's last match was against St. Mary's. I said St. Mary's and I said Santa Clara, but I want to clarify it was actually St. Mary's where they lost 2-1.
Yep.
And Coach Silva talked about that match as well in our conversation. He felt like it was actually, a disappointing result in that he didn't feel like they did enough to win, but he thought that maybe they could have at least got a tie. Giving up a goal off a set piece, scoring a goal off a set piece soon thereafter, and then, hold on, crossing in. A lot of it's coming together there.
Good header by McMahon there in the number 14 jersey to just get that out of harm's way, because with the collision, which looked like between maybe Campbell and McMahon, I don't know if McMahon McManus would have been able to grab that just because she was getting so much contact in the box. I looked like she was already starting to fall by the time the ball was coming through. So.
And that's a sign of a good cross as well. That it literally occupied the attention of 3 players, right?
It did.
That was the danger area. That's the danger area that we talked about.
Good little attack right there, I would say. Good playmaking again. Started with Flores, working through the middle and then getting the ball out wide. That was number 7, Cynthia Ramirez, and then a good cross. I think the left footed just curling right where it kind of has all the back line looking at it.
Felice King crossing, actually cross that becomes a shot, and the goalkeeper saves it, but pays for that and knocking into the upright there. It looks like she's okay, but that one was, I think, intended to be a cross that floated towards goal, and keeper Cami Anaya did well to collect that one cleanly, though I think her ribs may have paid a little bit of a price for that, but goalkeepers are tough folks. You can't be in goal and be afraid.
Yeah. No, not at all. And you don't often see a goalkeeper run into the poles, but when they do, it always looks painful, and they're always really ready to risk it on that. So credit to her.
Offside call there. Lines person there gives a signal that someone has strayed on the other side of the final defender. For those of you who are less familiar with the offside, I know we talk about it each time, Keely. We have an audience of folks that enjoy the sport but may not know all the nuances. And offside is a part of the game of soccer. Keely, anything that, again, a new person watching should know about offside?
Yeah, I think the most important thing is your last defender is going to hold that offsides line. So, like right now, that's going to be Boone in the number 19 jersey. It's typically your center back. And the forwards are required to stay in front of that last player. So they are waiting on the service. Once the ball is served off, so it leaves the foot of the player, then they can start running in behind. And so that's something that just always have to be aware of, keeps the game interesting. And we've seen Cal State Bakersfield has already been testing that back line. They've, been right on there, and it's actually often a sign of a good team, is a team that, is really testing the line, but you just want to, be aware so you're not getting called over and over, stopping opportunities.
It's good. I think I'm going to have to call you Coach Keely Roy after that one. That was a good explanation.
Hey, I jump in. I coach the little kids every once in a while.
Yeah, that was good.
We got a handful of younger soccer players in the stands today. I was excited to see. It looks like we have, I think that's Mustang out in Danville, California, in the red jerseys. Okay. Yeah, they're rocking the job of ball girl today. I can see them with balls in their hand, ready to have their moment. A lot of former Mustang players on this Cal team.
Lima looking for space and shoot. That's danger.
Ooh.
And that's a good effort. Carly Lima looking to add to her goal scoring tally that is increasing by the game.
We've talked about how relentless she is and how hungry she is for goals, especially this season. I know that she is not satisfied with 4 goals, and we saw it last game. Wasn't able to put one away, but she kept knocking on the door, and we already see her back at it early today. Love that spin for her, and then just getting a shot off right off the spin. So dangerous, and kind of a newer look for her. We see her in behind and out wide often a lot, getting balls off crosses, but I think that what she's kind of been able to really showcase this season is that turn and a quick release off of that, and it's kind of giving her a new angle to her game that I think is just so dangerous and very exciting for Cal fans, and as well as potential teams in the future.
Golden Bears with their first corner of the match being taken by Leontini for her left. That one there, she'd like to have that one back.
Yeah.
I'm actually impressed that she could take a corner with her left foot. I don't know if she's left-footed. Maybe she is, but that's a skill that, most of us, you have a stronger foot, right? And you can pass if you're left. If you need to, you can shoot if you're left if the ball falls kindly. But to take a corner perhaps with your non-dominant foot, and I don't know if that's the case, but that takes class. That takes a bit of skill,
It does, and I think that's always a challenge for players, even just playing on the left side of the field. If you're not a left-footed player, you're put in a lot of situations today that's going to be right for the Bears on that left side, and she does a good job of it, but it's always a little additional challenge to get around the corner there and serve a ball with your left if that's not your dominant foot.
That's a great effort by King. Great cross, great effort by Belize King, who just guided that one with her right foot, leaning back just slightly, not doing too much, but doing enough to make it a goal-bound effort that
was a real
Anaya had to take care of.
Yeah, that was a really solid chance there for the Bears. Starts with Carol coming out of the left back there. We're just talking about the left-footed service, and she swings that one in with her left foot and just drops it into that central area. King running onto it and just gets good contact on the ball. Good opportunity. Here's the corner.
This ball's in the air, danger area. bouncing around like a pinball machine.
I like that saying. Some good looks for the Bears so far. They're probably slightly disappointed to not have one yet.
2 corners for the Golden Bears. I must admit, Keely, I'm a little excited, and we seek to bring color and commentary to all of the audiences that are watching on both teams. And as the voice of Cal Soccer broadcast team, you got to be excited about the fans and the excitement, the cheering. We had a conversation. I actually had a conversation with some of the parents before the game, and I said, "Listen, I need your help. We need your help to create some atmosphere here." So it's good to hear a couple of Go Bears and some good cheering going on here today.
You do love to hear that. And we have a great stadium here at Edwards and lots of stands, which is sometimes hard to fill, but the good thing is we always have room for fans and always a great experience on that side of it. And we have a lot of people out here today. Love to see so many younger players too. Such a great opportunity for them to come watch girls that more than likely were in their exact shoes not that long ago for some of them, maybe a little bit longer for the smaller girls on the end lines grabbing the balls, but all a similar path most of these girls followed. So very cool to see the support of them and the potential for leadership and mentorship that kind of comes through the community.
If you join the broadcast after the start, we want to make sure that you're listening to the voice of Cal Soccer here with Keely Roy and Dr. Ty Douglas. We're excited to bring you this beautiful day and beautiful game of soccer here at Edwards Stadium in Berkeley, California, where the Golden Bears are playing against the Bakersfield Roadrunners. And Keely, I must admit, when I saw their name there, it made me think of you. Last Sunday, I believe, now it wasn't a road race, but before the broadcast, I'm impressed. You actually ran in a half marathon. Is that accurate, Keely?
It is. Don't give me too much credit. I didn't run it too fast, but I did make it to the end line. It was a lot harder than I thought, I have to say. It might be my first and last half marathon. It's definitely my last half marathon with no training before a game. My voice was tired from breathing, I think.
This is a good-looking free kick. That's danger. That could be goal, and it's there. The Golden Bears have been warned. Go, 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 go! Roadrunners. They've been warned, and they've paid the consequence of a Bakersfield free kick. 1-0, Cal State Bakersfield.
We talked about Bakersfield set pieces and how this was a big strength of theirs. So not a surprise that they are able to capitalize on a free kick. Good little ball, kind of just in the mixture. They'll look like maybe a miscommunication there from the Bears. Just got to scramble in the box, and ball kind of pops out in front of number 31.
Well, Keely, one of the things that we need to note is that the goal was scored by Isis Salazar Ortega, who's just been taken out of the match. And in my conversation with head coach Silva before the match, he said, when I asked who should we keep our eyes on, one of the players that he mentioned was Isis Salazar Ortega. So said, so scored.
Yeah. The one to know. Head coach Silva obviously spent the largest amount of time with this group, so his prediction's right. I mean, I think if you're him, you got to be happy to go up a goal here coming into 21st minute. You're on the road, up a goal pretty early in this match. Not a bad place to be in, especially with how many attacks and opportunities the Bears have had. I would say that was arguably Bakersfield's first true opportunity there. And so they make the most of it and put that one away. Currently 4 shots and 2 corners for Cal, and 2 shots, 1 corner for the Roadrunners.
We have a fresh yellow card of the match. It's been issued to number 14, Hilda Jonas' daughter.
Refs trying to stay on this one early.
Again, for those who are less familiar with the match, with the game of soccer, you're allowed 2 yellow cards. Well, the second yellow card will lead to a sending off, but a yellow card is considered a warning, and then the red card is an early shower.
Yeah, red card is your day's over.
and your team must play shorter player.
I think that's the thing that is so often overlooked is that you will be down a player for the remainder of the match. So if that happens early, you're looking at playing down a man for quite a bit of time.
Coach Lee McGuire has gone to his bench, brought in Skylar Briggs and Asha McLean. Asha McLean made a start today. Felice King also started, and Coach McGuire was sought to give a little bit of rest to Daly and to Briggs, who have been consistent starters. But now he's going to his bench with 22 minutes down and 1 kneel down. And again, he had great respect for Bakersfield and didn't want to take them lightly. And I think that substitution, that's cross. Ooh. That substitution would suggest shots fired and now a goal scored. And so he is recognizing again that this is not going to be an easy Sunday afternoon drive. He had no anticipation of that. And I think his decisions are reflecting so.
Yeah, good work by King on that right side. She's been so dangerous these last couple games. Great getting around the corner. See her again whipping a ball in. She's whipped some really dangerous crosses into the box. Cal hasn't been able to finish them yet, but you like to think that the consistency of those attacks, that one of those over time should find the back of the net.
We're in the 24th minute here in beautiful Berkeley, California. It can't get any prettier than this, Keely. It's a wonderful, wonderful day. Low 70s, bright and sunny. This is a beautiful campus. And if you are in the Bay Area, it's not too late to join us here at Edwards Stadium. Come on over. It's a robust crowd here, mostly in blue and gold. But Bakersfield, we're blue. And so maybe it's the theme of the day, but it looks like a lot of the gold and bear blue here. But the Bakersfield team have seemingly traveled well also. And so feel free to join us here. And also, we're just grateful that you're joining us on the broadcast, watching from around the country and around the world.
We'll have a yellow card issued to what looks to be the Bakersfield bench.
Yellow card issued to Bakersfield bench.
Yep. Not sure what that came from. Ref will say resume play now.
And so now, for those who are unsure, what happens now when you got a yellow card as a coach, Keely? And what are the options there? How does that work for those who may be less familiar?
Yeah, I mean, similarly to a player, the yellow card is a warning and usually, since obviously coach is not on the field, that's going to be a yellow card for language or comment that the referee doesn't agree with. Feels like it's either over vocal or rude, whatever the situation is. And then the same way a red will mean the coach has to leave the field and can no longer coach from the sidelines. So
this is Leontini who's going to shoot again. Leontini is confident, and she should be. Scored a really great goal from distance recently at USF, and she was looking to dial in that one from about 20 years. And the Golden Bears fans have sensed that this is the time. Third corner now for the Golden Bears. And Leontini is going to whip it in one more time with her left foot, Keely. This one's curling high. McMahon on the end of it. Bouncing around. Kloss heading back into the box. Flores there, seeking to knock the ball upfield, but ran out of a little real estate there. Nice little interchange that finds Lima. And now right. Crossing, that's a great cross. Finding Leontini, who's at the top of the box, looking to shoot to the left. Wow, blocked there by number 26, Natalie O'Sullivan.
Good defense by the Roadrunners. There's definitely been some opportunities.
That's a good shot.
Oh.
That's a good shot.
Kloss. She's looking for another.
I guess it's appropriate to say confident Kloss, Keely. And you should be. When
Very
you score,
so.
You just come into the game feeling like, hey, I can do this.
Yeah. A great goal she scored last week, and she's been really active in this game so far. see a lot of activity from the Cal midfield so far. Haven't quite been able to get a clear opportunity, but definitely they've been looking to keep shooting, and I think if you're Coach McGuire, you can't be mad about opportunities.
That's beautiful play. Klaus finding Briggs, who controls, and it's meandering down the right flank, finding Lima, who's squaring. Could it be for Wright? Oh, what a save!
That's a huge stop by number 4, Ormson there.
Alexis Wright seeking to get on the end of a rebound, really, or a deflection that found its way inside the 6-yard box. Wright did all she could, but was well defended there, and it was a strong collision that she took a little bit of time to get up from. She looks okay.
Yeah, that was a tough tackle, though. I mean, Wright's teed up for what could have been a tap in there, and then just a really strong block out there by Orson, and I think to the surprise, really, of Wright, because it looked like a wide open opportunity. Orson really had to recover to get in front of that one, and a really good opportunity for the Bears. I think they're probably bummed to not be on the scoreboard after that run right there. Starts with Lima getting to the end of that ball and whipping it in, and kind of deflects out to Wright, but just not quite enough. And still 1-0 Roadrunners here.
Daly.
Ref's going to call advantage on this one.
And another free kick. Another free kick. I'm thinking that the Roadrunners are not disappointed with the free kick.
No, not
Scored
at all.
on their last free kick from a similar range, maybe a little longer this time. But they have scored 2 goals in the last 2 games, including this one, while game and 28 minutes, from a free kick.
Yeah, I mean, a tough situation for the Bears after every time you concede on a set play, the last thing you want to do is defend more set plays, but the best way to rebound from it is come up with a big stop on another one. So
Number 7, Chip, this is a dangerous shot. That's trouble. Cynthia Ramirez with a curling effort that Callie McManus had to go high and right for to preserve a 1-goal deficit. The Golden Bears are under attack.
yeah, good work there by McManus to tip that over after what happened with the last one. And Ramirez looking really comfortable on the ball and really wearing into this game as she's had quite a few opportunities now. This will be a corner for the Roadrunners. They'll make some substitutions, bring off Flores for a break. She's played really well so far these first 30
Embraced by her
minutes.
head coach as she comes off the field. Pleased with her efforts. Was crossed in. This is trouble again. That was a shot there by number 18, Paige Rodriguez.
McManus able to scoop that one up. I think that could have been a lot more trouble than it was. Just when a shot is coming in traffic, it's often hard for the goalkeeper to see the clear path of the ball. Plus, it took a little one of the Cal defenders, and that is so dangerous for a goalie when the ball's changing direction that close to you. So luckily that one scooped up for McManus, but
Yeah, Keely actually remind me of a goal scoring effort this morning during the Liverpool versus Manchester United game, and I'm a Liverpool fan, so I've had a good morning of soccer thus far. I'll come back to that as Skylar Briggs is looking across the ball. It's cut out. I want to give a shout out to the Liverpool fans that are watching, Keely, and my condolences to the Man United fans. There's got to be at least one that I hope is feeling the wrath or having feeling a little sorry today. Feeling some kind of way, even probably feeling some kind of way by me digging in here a little bit. But yeah, this is a good opportunity there. Right. Little mixed communication, trying to decide who's going to get to it. Leontini.
yeah, this game has been a little bit of a tale of two sides. For the Bears, it's been definitely a lot of attacks and built-up attacks. And on the other side of it, I think for Bakersfield, it's been definitely a little bit more of a good defending there by Orson again to let that one roll out. But for Bakersfield, they've had some great opportunities, but it's coming in those waves where it's like a counterattack followed by a free kick, and those are the opportunities are kind of coming back to back in those moments, and then they'll kind of go for a stretch of maybe don't have as many opportunities, but they've made the most of those moments that they have had.
And that's what counts, Keely. It's about opportunities, but it's also about taking the opportunities. The Golden Bears have had 6 shots, 3 corners, no goals yet. Bakersfield have had 4 shots and 2 corners in the scoreline currently. Maya Day taking it back and receiving it. Lima, being defended there by number 4, Megan Ormson. And Megan Ormson was someone that I believe Coach mentioned we also need to know. A transfer from New Mexico State. And she was obviously a center back there, but she brings NCAA tournament experience, and he was excited to have her in the team for that reason. And, you know, playing against someone like Akili Roy, Ormson would have seen other really great strikers.
Carroll as much as they might want to. Ooh. Good grab there by Roadrunners keeper, Cami Anaya.
Cami Anaya from Long Beach, California, a transfer from Mercy University as well.
Yeah, quite a few transfers on both teams, and we talked about that transfer market, and I mean 29 new players on Cal State Bakersfield is a really, that's over 2 full teams right there, which is a large team and a lot of new people, but not often a good thing. Good work there.
Class,
Truly.
composure.
The sophomore, but we've mentioned often looks much more.
Well, I mean, Keely, you know this. You know this well. You know this well that when you're building a program, you need a really good mix of experience and then youth, right? And when you have the Courtney Boones who are now and her class that are seniors, it's nice to know that you have someone like Malia McMahon who has gotten a lot of experience as a sophomore.
Yeah, I think when you're in a position and you're able to give experience to freshmen and sophomore players, it pays back dividends later on when those players come into their junior or senior year. They now have so much more experience than your average player, and builds into your leadership and just managing games and seeing opportunities. The more time you get on the field and on the ball can only really benefit you.
Briggs winning the ball, not finding anyone on the end of that.
Coming into the 35th minute, Roadrunners are up 1-0 on the Bears. The Bears have had last couple tacks, last couple minutes, but have looked a little off rhythm at the moment. They'll look to kind of reinvigorate their attack.
Courtney Boone.
Ooh. Boone is
stuck in.
She's so tough in the tackling space. She's not someone you want to have to go up against. I think the Bears are so confident in her ball-winning ability, and that's why they really let her kind of roam so far to pick up balls when she feels like she can win them. Oh. Let's see what ref's going to give a
Referee
yellow
has
there.
offered a yellow card to number 26, Natalie O'Sullivan. Free kick there.
Shown to Bakersfield, number 4, Megan Ormson.
I think that was actually to Orson there. That matchup between her and Lima has been a really good one so far. Fun to watch. Lima is not an easy player to mark, but Orson has done really a good job other than the foul just now, but it's an exciting matchup to keep an eye on. 2 really good players.
Leontini over the ball, playing it short. Lima is finding space and looking to shoot and shooting.
see Lima on the turn again. That one just got a little bit far away from her, but can be sure she'll be back on the hunt.
Clearly, they've worked on that. Ball's being played into feet there inside the box. I've seen that twice now. Can't say I've seen the effectiveness of it in those two efforts, Keely. Just sometimes when you try different things and perhaps it doesn't come off, but it can set you up for other opportunities. But certainly they may have seen something on the film that suggested that's how they wanted to take the free kicks. We'll see what adjustments they make. Bakersfield making the way forward. C.J. Walters.
Hasn't been a lot of clear possession for either team thus far. I feel like it definitely has gone back and forth a good amount. But both teams definitely invested in this match. You can see people getting stuck in. We're coming in 37th minute and already seen several yellow cards and some stuck-in tackles. So you know both teams, they want this game, and it's important for both sides. A win here would be important for both teams, no doubt.
Ooh, that's a good effort. And it's going to be important. I mean, the next goal is critical in this match. If you're Bakersfield, you go up 2-0. That's different from 1-0.
Yeah, I think if you're the Bears, you do not want to give up another goal right here. That would kill any momentum that you have going. You know, it's still early. 1-0 is not a game that's too difficult to come back from, but 2-0 definitely has more of that daunting feeling, and especially, with a couple minutes left in the first half, I think the Bears would love to obviously equalize this one and kind of get good momentum going into the half. But also if you're Cal State Bakersfield, I think now's the time to maybe, put a little pressure. They just made some substitutions. You get some pressure on the ball, and they look to be doing that. A second goal could totally change the dynamic for them. They still have a good, solid 4 players back as the Bears kind of look to, you can see the Bears are kind of looking to lengthen the field right now. See them swinging the ball and getting forwards pretty high, so we'll see if they decide to maybe go long at some point here. There's a lot of space in between the lines right now. Haven't seen. Here's Boone, though. She might be the one to clip it. If anyone's going to do it, it's probably going to be her.
Finds Niantini. Niantini to Kloss. Cross in there.
Carroll's
Carroll
been
Campbell.
great with that left
Campbell
foot.
Carroll.
Whipping balls in. Another good cross by her. That one just not going to get on the end of it. Oh, and that one's going to go against Boone there. She gets up.
That one seemed like it could have gone either way.
I was wondering what I saw the whistle, and I was honestly just waiting to see which way he was going to point, and then I was going to make my call on it. A little bit of a tie-up almost, where the feet seemed like they actually just kind of all loop together.
Ormson finds number 10, Nika Olashard.
Good defending there by Briggs on that right side.
Excuse me, Nika Lushard. Good work there by King, who finds Briggs. This could be promising. Briggs got more time and space and passing to leg right. Lima back heel, and it's there. Golden Bears, Carly Lima with the back heel class finish.
Love that finish. So cheeky and the perfect decision in that moment. She really had no other option. You see Wright comes in for the first finish, isn't able to gets a shot off, it's deflected, and then Lima's back to goal, and then great choice there, just flick that with the back of her heel and totally catches the Bakersfield back line off guard and just rolls that one into the back of the net. Her 5th of the season. She's been working hard all day and then gets the cheeky tap in on that one, so I'm sure she's relieved to even up the scoreline and see her hard work pay off.
And in response, the Golden Bears fans are what's that? What's the word I want to use, Keely? They're serenading, really, right? You know, a little chorus of "Let's Go Bears," right?
It got loud there for a second. Definitely brought the fans on their feet. Everyone loves a fun little finish like that, and great timing if you're a Bears fan. Only less than 5 minutes to play in this first half, so no better time to get a goal to even it up.
Yeah, scoring before the half is critical. Scoring before the half is critical. One of the things that Coach Neil McGuire talked about in pregame was the maturity of this team, that they're dialed in, that they're locked in, that they're winning games that in the past they would have drawn.
Yeah.
And so when you see a match like this, you know, to go in potentially, you know, at 1-1 is different from 0-0 when you think about the opportunity to win this match in the second half for the Golden Bears.
Yeah, you go into the second half now with a fresh slate versus going in down a goal is never, you know, it's never ideal. So for the Bears, great timing on the finish, and comes from none other than Lima, who's been so prominent for the Bears front line thus far. Now they'll look to see another free kick from the Roadrunners. So half's not over yet by any means.
If you've been following the match, there's a theme of Roadrunners danger with free kicks. This one, the furthest out of the ones that I've seen thus far in the attacking half, but I don't think that will discourage them or dissuade them. Paige Rodriguez, a midfielder there at 5'4", Cypress, California. Our native is standing over it for right in up. Left foot poised. Curling in. Boone heading, but only as far as number 10, Bouchard. Lima, as effective in defense as she is in attack, which is critical for great teams. You don't want to have a striker that's selfish. This could be interesting, Keely. This could be interesting, Keely. Good work there. I'm thinking that goalkeeper Cami Anaya had seen the scouting report and knew that would have been a track meet that Carly Lima would have been enjoying. And so a good sweeping work there from the goalkeeper.
Yeah, great decision there by Anaya to come out on that, because that is, I think, probably the place that Lima is most dangerous, is those balls out in open space where she has room to run on. Backlines have struggled all this season as well as last season, keeping up with her when she starts to build up speed, and she's so good at using her body to seal off players. I didn't think Anaya was going to come out for that one. I'm thinking that Coach Silva is very glad that she made that look a lot smoother than that could have been. I actually thought that was going to be a potential opportunity for the Bears. Ooh. Those bounces, when the ball bounces in the box like that to a keeper, always gives you a little bit of a whoop. But McManus able to secure that one up, and Bears kind of controlling the tempo here in the last couple minutes of play. Still 1-1.
Just over a minute to go. The Roadrunners seeking to take the lead again. Leontini
1 minute.
trying to prevent that and ignite a Golden Bears attack. Pass there wasn't quite strong enough, giving the Roadrunners an opportunity to intercept.
I wasn't sure exactly how Cal was going to come out of that goal. Obviously a big moment for them to equalize going into half, but it looks like they've kind of decided to slow the tempo down, kind of run out the end of this game, this half,
10,
excuse me.
9, 8,
but, you know, hopefully if you're a Cal fan, you hope they kind of take some of that energy from that goal into the next half, which we'll have to wait and see.
At the end of the first half, Cal State Bakersfield 1, California 1.
The second half, Amy has been with us and is going to then make space for Keely Roy, who's a Cal alumna as well. And so it's a wonderful, wonderful day here as we've kicked off for the second half here of what I believe is going to be an exciting finish. As Keely Roy joins us, and we're so grateful again for you being with us here in Edwards Stadium. Score is 1-1. Both teams have been refreshed and looking to at least get one more goal that would lead to a victory. Early in the season, these games are critical. And Belize King knows that and is working hard. And it's helped to earn the Golden Bears corner, their fourth of the match and first in the second half.
Yeah, both teams seem like they must have had a good talk in the locker room, came out sharp. You can feel the energy. There's a lot of good energy on both sides. So can be prepared for what should be an action-packed second half. And that'll be called back. I was out of bounds. That'll be another corner for the Golden Bears.
Leontini back to the corner.
Looks like Leontini will jump on this one again. This will be a left-footed in-swinger.
Corner in, back post, shot, it's there, and it's goal! Go, 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 go! Golden Bears goal, Carly Lima with the brace, her second goal of the game.
Carly Lima.
Lima's just been in the right spot today so many times and is rewarded for that with her second goal of the game, putting the Golden Bears ahead 2-1 over the Roadrunners. She works so hard to get in the box and just get in and around the ball, and it's definitely paid off today. That one just an easy tap in for her to put the Golden Bears ahead. What a way to start off the half for them. No better way to start off a half than with a goal, and especially the go-ahead one.
And it was an easy tap in, Keely, because Alex Kloss made a good shot, left-footed shot. Goalkeeper made a good save, but could only push it as far as Lima, who had the simplest of tasks. It was a striker, your eyes light up, and you get excited about just knocking that one in. I think the only concern would have been if she had been offside. She looked like she took a glimpse of her shoulder to ensure that the lines person kept the flag down. And the rest is her story, as Lima continues now with amazing, powerful run, maintaining possession and dropping it back off. Referee has stopped play. Not sure. Though it may have played possession there. Lima was continuing to maintain possession, but referee has decided to bring it back. I guess not thinking that there was sufficient advantage, and perhaps wanted to give the Golden Bears what would be deemed an advantage with a free kick from about 30 yards or so.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if they're going to go advantage or not there, but I don't hate that. I think, with the ball having to get dropped back to Kloss would definitely kind of be not forward motion. Oh, that one looks a little, I think that'll be a handball though. And ref will signal for a second kick. She'll get another chance at that one. Not sure where she was intending that one to go, but I have a feeling that Leontini didn't want that one to go into the bottom of the wall, so now she'll get another chance at it here. Almost the same exact area. Maybe a little bit closer. Bears starting off the half strong. Can't be mad about a goal and back-to-back set pieces.
Leontini, right for the crowd. This is looking good. Oh, what a shot. What a save. Rebound, it's there. It's there. Go, 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 go. Golden Bears goal. Maya Daly with the cheeky chip over the goalkeeper to make it 3-1 for the Golden Bears.
A fantastic start for the Bears. They came at a halftime energized, poised, and just ready to jump on any opportunities. And they have pretty much scored every opportunity they have had in this second half. And that puts them up 3-1, a great position to be in after what started out, a totally different story. They started out this game down 1-0. To now be up 3-1 is...
Don't tell that to Bakersfield, Keely. This is an opportunity for them. Brave goalkeeping, brave attacking. And it looks like there's going to be a stoppage of play, collision there in the box.
A really good counterattack from Cal State Bakersfield there. We've mentioned not to sleep on them, especially in the counterattack area. They've been so good about catching the Bears off guard and slipping people in and getting them running, and that could have been really, really dangerous. McManus comes up big there to make a save on, I think that was the run by number, was that 29?
That's number 29, Kim Garcia.
Yep.
A brave run into the box. Garcia, a senior from Vallejo, California.
Not too far from here.
Yep.
Just kind of a little bit inland from us, so
yeah,
she's probably looking forward to kind of being closer to home.
Yeah, she's a Los Madonnas product. I imagine, Keely, and please tell us, I mean, halftime, you go in there, you're 1-1. You wonder, what does a coach say that results in the team coming out and scoring 2 goals within really the first 3 minutes of the second half? What does a coach say that inspires a team? What adjustments do you think were made that perhaps led to that?
Every coach has a different way of motivating their team and getting them in the right position going into a halftime, into a next half. But I have to say, coming out of this half, whatever Neil McGuire did say to his team seemed to really have worked excellently in their favor. They came out looking, to me, so much more dominant than they did in the first half. I felt like they maybe not even hesitation, but they just looked like they weren't fully on the gas. They look like they're on the gas now. They're not taking off the throttle, and they're really putting Bakersfield on their heels by doing that. And so maybe that was a spark of energy, or maybe it was just like hey, you guys need to wake up and take this game back. And whatever it was seemed to work well for them. I think it's actually sometimes harder to go in to lead a game originally in a close game, and then you gave up a goal. It can have a weird feeling of like you let one go, and that can kind of feel a little different than coming back and getting some. So I think Bakersfield might have been on their heels a little from that, and now kind of in a different position than they were only 5 minutes ago. So for them, a little bit of work to get themselves back into this game, but they have the right tools to do it.
It's a good chip over into the defensive third of the Golden Bears. Cross, that's a good cross. That's a really, really good cross by number 35.
Isis Salazar Ortega, we spoke about her earlier. You said that
Coach said she's one to watch. She's a freshman. She got the start today. And he mentioned her as a player that has great potential. He's excited about her. He being Coach Bernardo Silva, not to be mistaken with the head coach Bernardo Silva of Manchester City, but the head coach of Bakersfield has the same name, though he is a Sporting Lisbon fan, by the way, Keely. That's what he told me. He's a Sporting Lisbon fan. But I'm sure that he also had some words of his team at half.
Yeah.
And you wonder, what did he share, right? Coming out here where they're delicately poised. I'm sure he would be disappointed that they're down 3-1 in such a short order. But what would he perhaps have been sharing with his team at halftime, Keely, when you are 1-1 in a game like this?
We talked about before the half, I thought he would be pretty happy with how they were playing. I thought, we had mentioned some of their strengths being in the set piece game. They were able to capitalize off a set piece, score the first goal of the game. This one I had to take a break here. Lima's on the run again.
She showed him. King would probably have liked to have seen that one played into her. King made a really good run. Lima made a good run as well with the ball. But as you know, if you know the game of soccer, it's also about the runs of others. And Valise King actually made a really tantalizing run right towards the penalty spot that I think Lima, if she looks at the tape, she'll probably think, man, I could have slotted that in. But, Keely, you know this as a striker. At some point, sometimes you get the ball, your head's down, and you're thinking, hey, I'm about to put this ball in the back of the net.
I think Lima, especially, she's got 2 goals. She's thinking, why not go for a third? She's feeling confident. But I do love the run by King. I've been talking about how how dominant she's been on this right flank. And, you know, hasn't always even started for the Bears on that right side, but she's made the most of the times that she's in. Oh, that's going to be another card coming out here. I actually thought King might have got a chance for a tap in herself, but the ball was a little bit bobbled there by Anaya, but she's able to hold on to that one. And
it's a yellow card. Yellow card for Karen Flores, number 9. Had a couple of yellow cards. Actually, more than a couple. We've had a few now.
Yeah.
3 yellow cards for Bakersfield. Actually, 4 if you include the yellow card that went to the bench. It's 4 yellow cards for the Bakersfield team, which, again, we want to keep that in mind. If, again, we talked about, you know, if you got a second yellow, the player would have to go off the pitch, and you have to play with 10 players rather than 11. And so that's something I'm thinking they'll be paying attention to as well.
Yeah, and I think it shows, like, they're invested in the outcome of this game. They're fighting for it, and rightfully so. This is an opportunity that could be if Bakersfield was to get a win here, this is a huge win for them.
Yeah.
And, you know, for Cal, it also a loss here is horrible for our
Boone.
Ooh.
Okay. She would say period. That was
And that is exactly what she might say. No, she loves to get a good run and have a crack at it when she has the opportunity. I know from personal experience, she looks forward to the moments she has to go on a dribbling run, and we saw a little bit there, and she made the most of that one, getting off a good little shot and showing off her skills. She got skills. She just doesn't always get to show them off.
Briggs will want that back. She's lost that one, but she recovers. Ball was picked up by Cynthia Ramirez of Bakersfield there. Ramirez from Arroyo Grande, California, an Allen Hancock College transfer.
Yeah, we see a lot of transfers on this Bakersfield side, and I think that's part of that, you know, that new culture that Coach Silva said he's trying to build, and bringing in a new set of players as well. 29 new players, 28 new players, 29? 29, I think.
She was one of the 29, Carly.
That's a lot. That's a lot of players.
Keely, and this is Carly.
Ooh.
This could be a interesting cross there. Lima's trying to cross to find Wright. Eludes Wright. Makes his way over to touch. Keely, let's talk about that goal. I mean, the third one. We had 3.
Really have a chance.
We've had 2 in the second half.
Started moving quick.
That's happening. But I mean, for those who missed it, we've had 2 goals in the second half. The game was evenly notched at 1-1 at the half. Carly Lima had scored an equalizer in the 40th minute after Isis Salazar Ortega had opened the scoring for Bakersfield in the 19th minute with a tap-in after a free kick. But then in the second half, things got sort of spicy quickly with 2 quick goals from the Golden Bears in the 47th minute and the 48th minute. Ooh. And this could be another opportunity. Lima looking to just flick that one off the back of her head. Not able to.
Good work
get it on,
right.
on frame.
Getting around the corner there with left-footed in, swinging cross.
Good-looking run here up the page, up the field, but I said up the page, right? Number 18 by Paige Rodriguez. That might be a cool sort of brand for something, you know what I mean? If your name is Paige, you call yourself Up the Page. I don't know.
Got some good pages to go through here.
Yeah, right. I'm sure she's got lots of ways to have a little play on words there, but Wright is not trying to play at all. She's screaming.
Ooh.
Lima always lurking.
She really is always lurking in that 6-yard box. If a ball comes in, it's almost as if Lima always is able to get a touch on it, or she's right there, and so dangerous. But I think she'll want that one back. It seemed like she didn't realize almost how close she was and how she had a little bit of space, actually. But if you're a Bakersfield fan, you're happy that one's cleared out and kind of gives them an opportunity to get to the other side of the field.
Keely, we've got to get to that goal, but before we do, we're in the 57th minute, and I think if you're head coach Silva, this is a critical time in the match. As Lima picks up the ball and crossing. Punching only as far as just outside the 18-yard box. Ball's picked up there, number 35. That's Salazar Ortega. This is a critical time in the match, Keely. The next goal for either team would either seal it if you're the Golden Bears or make it interesting for Bakersfield. right? So it's a critical time, and the goal needs to probably happen ideally sooner than later for Bakersfield. The match, I mean, soccer matches have a rhythm, right? If you want to win a game, you got to be able to score, and Bakersfield looking to do that now in the Golden Bears box. Ball played into number 9, Karen Flores, who sought to bring it down outside of her leg there. Difficult technique. Ball eluded her a little bit after doing so. Then going out to touch. She's received it back. Nifty little player and making a nice crossing, and Boone is stretching. That one there has stretched the Golden Bears. They've bent but not broken on this particular attack. And that's what you need to do sometimes, right, Katie? Sometimes you can bend but don't break. Golden Bears seeking to hang in there.
Yeah, good. That's one of those plays you just got to fight to kind of get that one out. It's going to go out for a corner, but when the ball's flighted that high coming down, it can take any kind of bounce, and it's so dangerous. You really just want to clear that out. You're not even looking to win that ball. You're just looking to clear it out of the goal frame, and they're able to do that. Now have to defend the corner here. That one won't quite. Okay, they said it was maybe deflected at the post by Briggs or something potentially there. It'll be another corner for Bakersfield. Bakersfield looking to do something different here. They'll switch kickers. You talked about the switch in momentum and the importance of a goal now for Bakersfield, and I couldn't agree more. This is a big moment for them, these next couple of minutes especially.
Cross is in. Corner is in. Well saved there. Good cross. Good corner.
It'll be another corner for the Roadrunners. That was their 4th corner there. McManus able to just parry that one over the top. Good choice, play that one safe. Looks like they may try something short here, bringing someone over to the ball, but could be a decoy.
Looks like Ramirez is curling again with the left foot. This one is a little higher. Flicked by the Golden Bears to back post. Shot. That could be in. That's there. Go, 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 go. Roadrunners with a curling effort that from the time it looked good from here, Kitty, from the time it left her foot, that ball curled, and found the home. Eat your heart out, Maya Clark with the finish.
Wow, that was an incredible finish. Not even sure if she knew that that's how that was going to end up, but that's a career highlight. That's a highlight reel goal right there. You definitely throw that one in the highlight reel. Just the distance, the ball's kind of bouncing coming into her. She just laces it up and it's able to kind of dip and curl, and so tough for McManus there. She's a little off her line, and with the movement on that ball, and just, I think, not expecting a shot from that deep and off the half volley like that. Just not much she can do there. That one finds the back of the net. We were just saying it's a crucial time for Bakersfield to try to get back in this game, and the only way really to do so is to get a goal, and they answer the call.
And her response in the celebration, running to her team and being caroused by excited teammates, I think says it all. We said it. I mean, we teed our audience up, I think, pretty well, right? That it was a critical time in the match. If you're Bakersfield, you need an equalizer around this time, so it could become a testy, interesting last 30 minutes, right? If the Golden Bears had scored and make it 4-1, it's sort of game over. But when you score and you're 1-0 down with 30 minutes to go, not only could you tie a match, but you can actually go and get a game winner if you score, a third, right? So great timing for Bakersfield. Really, really, really ambitious effort by Clark, who just sort of took her chance. a punch into the ground, we'll take it. That girl was great.
Yeah, and that's a harder finish than it looks like when it's coming in, kind of cut back with a little bit of speed. She just keeps her foot steady, just makes good, solid contact to knock that one into the back of the net. And great work by Lima. We've been talking about her all over the pitch today, getting around the corner yet again and just picking out Kloss and finding her. That is so understatedly important when you're serving in a ball. You have the pressure of defenders, of the speed of the ball, and it's to take a moment and actually pick someone out. Put the ball on their foot shows the maturity and skill of Lima, and pays off there with the finish by Kloss, putting the Bears back in a more comfortable position, up 4-2 against the Roadrunners.
The referee is calling a foul there. He's decided that there was an advantage. In fact, there was a foul, and the referee has brought play back, thinking to maybe allow advantage to be played. But how it works in soccer, if there is no advantage, by advantage is if there is maybe not a better position that the team gets in by continuing play, the referee will bring it back to where the foul occurred, and he's done so at this time.
I think we might need to touch back on the celebration by Kloss. I think we're going to have to talk to her after or before one of these games, because we've seen this a couple times now. It seems to be a signature move for her. She also does it before the game as her introduction. It kind of looks like the Avengers move.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
I don't want to make an assumption without talking to her, but it kind of looks like the little Avengers pose. So we'll have to ask so we can report back to you guys and give you a little background on kind of maybe how she came about this iconic celebration.
.59 senior from Tucson, Arizona. Attended Catalina Foothills High School.
Ooh, good pick off there.
Bakersfield battling.
You have to give credit to this Bakersfield team. They have not given up really at any point in this match. We've continued to see, this a very consistent style of soccer from them from the initial whistle all the way till now. Ooh, cheeky Briggs.
Ooh, if you're a defender, you like that. We call that giving somebody the business. Little nutmeg, and then they follow you. That's when you sort of go back and you take your time with the ball, you flick it, and take your time for the free kick on that one. That was a petit pont.
Oh,
Skylar Briggs.
Getting all the fancy.
Well, we gotta get fancy. Nutmeg. Well, we go international on it. So little petit pont, Skylar Briggs.
Yeah. Something that's great about this Cowback line is not only are they very solid defensively, but also some real individual 1v1 skill among this group, and you love that. They often aren't afraid to show it off, even in that back third, which is, it might have you on the edge of your seat at times, but watching on them, we'll look to see some good work, and it tends to work out in their favor. So keeping us entertained, even on the other side of the pitch.
Yeah, there's some good play out there, Keith. In pregame, just watching these women, these players, just spraying the ball and the things that they do technically, it's great. They're really, really this high quality soccer. One of the Bakersfield players, had a nutmeg on one of the Golden Bears in the first half, right? So, so you give as much as you get, and we celebrate good play all around here in the Voice of Cal Soccer broadcast here in Berkeley, California. We're in the 67th minute with the great Key Lee Roy and your guy, Dr. Ty. We're enjoying this beautiful afternoon. Sunday, 70-odd degrees, not a cloud in the sky, Keely. Just beautiful fresh air. The flags are flying, suggesting that there is a nice breeze. A lot of the fans have endured the sun for the first half, and Some have made their way closer to us, to the broadcast booth area, to get a little bit of shade. But I think this is, I mean, if you're going to play soccer, Keely, this is rather that you really don't have a lot to complain about.
Not at all. If we've been lucky, it's really been pretty gorgeous weather every time we've been in the booth, and we've got a great view at the top of Edwards here, and it's just almost perfect soccer weather. We have a little break now, and I'm sure even though we think it's perfect, both teams are happy to have an additional water break and kind of replenish. It is probably a little hotter down there when you're actually running around than up here. They'll give a little medical attention, and clock will be stopped because we don't have stoppage time. We don't have any additional stoppage time. The clock is just stopped when is needed and then restarted, and that's the full time. Back in the day, though, we used to, they don't do this anymore, but when I played at Cal, my first couple years, we did overtime on ties, even during preseason and regular season matches, and sometimes you'd be playing for an additional 20 plus minutes after
that Salazar Ortega took full advantage of and made the score 1-0. Then the Golden Bears equalized in the 40th minute through Carly Lima. Carly Lima scored in the 40th minute, and on the other side of halftime, Lima scored again in the 47th minute, so she's on a brace, one goal away from a hat trick being 3 goals.
Yep.
Maya Daly then, in quick succession, scored in the 48th minute, Keely. A really, really, really great chip that, again, from our angle, we're side on, but from our angle, it was danger from the side. It left her foot. I sort of said, I think that's a goal from the time it left her foot. It was a really good finish by Daly. And then Kloss. Kloss making it 4-2 in the 63rd minute. Kloss scoring again for the second time in 2 matches. Alex Kloss, a junior there, transferred from Santa Clara.
Yeah, it's been an exciting game. You cannot complain about 6 goals, and 6 really good goals at that. We've seen a variety of finishes. We've seen a back heel, a half volley banger, a little chip. We've seen some combination play lead to a goal, a free kick goal. I mean, we've really seen it all. It's been fun to watch, that's for sure.
Some alums and
Number
folks in
4,
the family.
Reese Doherty. And number 32, Kenley Whitaker.
We're hosting the family of Telugu.
Wright and Julia Leontini.
It's actually from Bakersfield. And so it's been a busy weekend, Keely, long weekend.
Yeah.
So my voice is probably a little strained. I've had 6 girl celebrations to do and trying to
Just
make sure
today,
that I don't
yeah.
have not too many cracks in the vocals.
I'm glad that you do the goal calls because those are hard. And I don't know if I could do 6 of them in one day. That seems like a bit of a strain, really. Ref's going to call a foul
Calling
here.
that
Got a
back.
little bit.
Maya
Good
Daly,
Keely
Keely, is a complete midfielder.
Yeah, we didn't get a chance to talk about
yeah,
her goal
yeah.
because it was kind of in the fray of a
I've
little
just
bit
been
of
enjoying
action.
watching her play this season. I feel like last year she played well.
She'll get some of her first touches of the match.
Whitaker is from Wilsonville, Oregon. Wilsonville High School.
Giving this Bears squad a little out-of-state depth. A lot of California girls in this mix.
I feel like that's the first time in my 3 years, I believe, of doing this, Keely, that I've mentioned a Cal player from Oregon.
Oh, Sydney
But
Collins.
Sydney, shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if
I feel like I always forget. I
think
can't
might
lie. I
forget that.
always
Okay,
forget
thank
that
you for that.
Sydney's
All right,
from
Sia.
Oregon.
Shout out to Sia. So Sydney Collins, yeah, but she represents Canada.
Yeah, a new
Okay.
development
Okay.
because that didn't actually happen until not too long ago. Good work here from
Okay.
McLean. But yeah, she's
Carly Lima.
Oh, just
Overcooked that one just a little, but
overbit.
good,
Yeah.
good thought.
It's been exciting. Sydney Collins played with me here at Cal, graduated just a few years ago, and has had a great start to her pro career. She's dealt with a little bit of injury problems, but outside of that, she's really made the most of her time playing with the North Carolina Courage, and then getting called up to the full Canadian national team. So she was recently made that Olympic roster, which is very exciting. Unfortunately, she did not get to make the full trip down there with an ankle injury right at the start of their Olympic camp. But, you know, you're putting yourself in all the right positions. Injuries are something, obviously, that you really can't control. And, you know, that's something all of these teams can attest to having to deal with. But it's always great to see players, you know, get experience, especially at the senior international level. That's such an honor. And I'm very excited to watch more of her, you know, in these more she's so young and plenty of time and so many more tournaments to come. I look forward to the next one to hopefully have the chance to watch her. And
by Doherty. Attempted to be squared in by Doherty. Using her left foot, she's brought in, and Daly's feeling confident. Looking to set up Boone, from Von Flasher.
It's actually funny, I had a chance to have a quick conversation with Von Flasher before the match, someone I played with when I was here at Cal, and I said, hey, saw you're in the middle. If you get a chance, like, rip a deep one for me, please, right? Like, at least give one shot for me, you know? And so I saw her take a look there. I said, oh, don't get under it too much. But good to see her back in the midfield. And we've talked about all three of these lines for the Bears, and, you know, such a strong defensive presence throughout the year. So many good defenders come through here, and also, you know, to have the season that they want to, especially going into this ACC conference. We've talked about how challenging this new conference is, and it's going to take a solid back line. It's going to take midfielders that are able to give you goals. Saw that from Klaus, seen that from others in that group. People that are willing to take shots in that area, and it's going to take a front line that is dangerous. Oh, good little run here by Whitaker. She'll slip in Lima. Whitaker, the freshman forward, kind of started to make her first couple impact moments for the Bears.
McLean there, seeking to turn. An array of subs there from the Roadrunners.
Number 7, Cynthia Ramirez.
Have a number of players coming on there. Number 9, Karen Flores.
Number 29, Kim Garcia.
Number 12, Gia Valenti.
And number 9, Karen Flores.
You see Coach Silva go into his bench here, and as it gets in the almost 77th minute here, not a surprise. Try to maybe give them a fresh new look. 4-2, one goal, like we've always said, can shake things up.
Yep.
And so, a good way to kind of bring in new energy is bring in new players, fresh legs. It's been a long game and a lot of running. This has been a lot of goals, and when there's a lot of goals, it often means that there's a lot of running on both sides, whether it's defending or attacking. We've seen both teams have to go to their bench and, you know, be doing a lot.
It's good work there by Bakersfield. Number 29, Kim Garcia, looking to get on the end of that. Garcia made her way back on the pitch. Game is sort of settling a bit. It seems like the Golden Bears are trying to take the wind out of the match a little bit. I saw Coach Neil McGuire sort of signal to Asha McLean and Skylar Briggs that, you know, maintain possession a little bit. Seeming, you know, you want to have a professional display as a team. You want to know know what to do, and that was Courtney Boone getting a little tangled initially. What one may call a tangle, but Boone turned it into a little meg there that you would be pleased about, and Whitaker seeking to
say good little
shimmy,
little shimmy, little shimmy, little spin,
little oogie sagaga.
Yeah, I like that. I like to see that. You know me, I love a good little 1v1 matchup. Got Clint here on the left, on the right side. I'm a sucker for a good 1v1. That's all I have to say. It's got to be my favorite part about the game, I think, by far. And seen some good ones today. I was actually wondering if Boone there, kind of like a little bit of a toss-up, but I was like, you know, you can almost play that off as body make there. And knowing her, she might. You can maybe throw that in the highlight reel, call that a body make. I was like, okay, the center back, she's got to keep her touches good. Like I said, she's averages about at least a goal a season from center back, so she knows her moment is coming, and she's ready to throw some scissors. She's got some things in the bag. She's just keeping them sharp until the moment's ready.
She's got family here watching today in the building who I think are actually helping to lead the cheering.
California.
Little home field advantage today. A little different from Thursday. It was a little quiet. Today, there's a more robust cheering section. I guess they could be forgiven. It was early in the semester. Folks are in class, 4 o'clock on a Thursday.
Yeah.
But on a Sunday afternoon at 1 p.m. and it's bright and sunny, there's no excuse to not be here at Edwards Stadium in Berkeley, California. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
It is a great setup, and we've seen some great soccer so far this season, and it's only likely to get better with the ACC matchups and some of the opponents that the Bears have coming down to Edwards Stadium throughout this season. There's some good matchups on the sheet. They're kicking off ACC play at home with Pitt and Miami on September 26th and 29th. And then they're back at home again on October 10th, 13th. And I think if you are a soccer fan, you want to be, and you're in the Bay Area, you want to be here October 10th and 13th, North Carolina and Duke.
Yeah, that's biggies. There's the big soccer programs. Asha McLean making a run down the left, finding Whitaker. Whitaker's got an opportunity to shoot. Whitaker shooting. Ooh! Whitaker and the crowd thought that was going home. Good work. Great work
For your Bears.
by Kenley Whitaker, shooting with her
Alexis
left
Wright.
and just
Replaces number 12,
missing
Carly
the
Lima.
back of the onion bag. But good work there. Carly Lima getting an oration from the crowd. Being applauded there for her efforts. Has played 80 minutes straight in this match. I think that's the first time I've seen her come off today. Scored a brace, so she'll be pleased with to continue the scoring streak. But the Golden Bears attack looks like it's in good hands with Kenley Whitaker as well, who almost scored that one.
Yeah, she looked bummed not to put that away, but what a good opportunity for the freshman, you know, just kind of entering the match not too
TJ
long ago
Walton
and
is
already
back
making
to
an
the
impact on that
contest.
left side. We've already said her name a couple times. I actually had the pleasure of meeting her before she became a Bear when I was still playing here. Met her when she was a fan, and then now get to call games and call her name from the other side of it. So for another full circle moment there, pretty cool. And glad to see that she's starting to make her name in the Bear lineup. Here we go.
Nia Daly to right,
So solid.
to Boone. Sort of toe pokes that one, trying to get it to Asha McLean.
Yeah, tempo, like you mentioned, it's definitely slowed down a little bit. It could be the Bears just trying to kill this game out, but it also could be the fact that it's coming into the end of the game, 81st minute. People are starting to get worn down. A lot of goals, a lot of action. 15 shots for the Bears.
Second goal, also second game of the weekend as well.
That is for both teams, yeah, and 2 games on the road for Bakersfield. They were at St. Mary's and then now obviously here at Edwards today. And they've, not only I mentioned they had a tough set of preseason matchups to kick off their season, but they've also been on the road pretty much their entire preseason. They only had 1 game at home so far, and that was on the 25th against Weber State, and that has the 1 win of the season, was their home game. So for them, they're probably excited to hopefully get back at home soon, have some of that, like you mentioned, home field advantage. For them, that actually isn't going to come until the 12th. They have another 2 games on the road again, so they'll look to do more work on the road.
Yep, and the Golden Bears will also be on the road. You know, we are now, Cal is now in the ACC.
And when we say on the road, we mean on the road. Not even the road, we'll be in the air for a long time.
Some of the matches that fans may be interested in is at NC State and Wake Forest, both in North Carolina there.
First ACC
There's a trip in
matchup.
October to Notre Dame and to Louisville. You got to say Louisville like you got marbles or rocks in your mouth, Keely. Don't say Louisville. You got to say Louisville.
They do not like that,
Yeah.
Got to make sure all the Cal players are prepared when they go down there.
Before then, finishing up their last game of the season away at the Farm. The crowd appreciating the work of Asha McLean. Ooh, that was another little petit pont and a little nice turn.
Flores again with a little Meg on King
Yeah.
there. She's very tricky. You can see she's very comfortable on the ball.
She's got a little Keely Roy in her, Keely. What do you think, man? You
I'm gonna appreciate the compliment. I've enjoyed watching Flores play today. She's a crafty player and recently got called up to play with the Ecuadorian national team and kind of elevate her game on the international stage. So always an exciting opportunity when we're able to get players into those different playing opportunities. The Bears currently have 2 of their own players abroad. Goalkeeper Tegan Y is with the U.S. under-23 team for some international matches, and then Miriam Hills, defenders with the youth German national team, representing them in the same set of competitions. So I'm waiting for the matchup between the two, so we can cheer on Hills and Y at the same time. That makes it easy, right?
Number 28, Victoria Joe.
If
All right.
they do play each other, you gotta. The Cal team will definitely have to have a watch party. That's for sure.
Victoria Jones, Keely, number 28, midfielder freshman from San Diego, California, making, I believe, her debut for the Golden Bears, Keely.
Exciting moment for her and for Bears fans. See kind of the next generation of Bears. It's cool to see some of them getting opportunities. That could have been something there.
Yeah, long corner, long throw. That's like a corner for McLean.
Yeah, I didn't know she had that in her bag, but love that. An added weapon that people might not be aware of if you're not a soccer fan. The long throw is can be a very tricky one to defend. Oh, good stop there from McMahon, but it's not out of danger's way yet.
Bakersfield, that's a great cross.
Yeah.
Good looking cross there by Soleil Motan. Lovely cross there, just cut out, but that ball was put in the right area by Motan. Cut out before it could do his most deadly work, but certainly it was put in the danger area there. Chris, that's good. Good looking shot. That's danger, and it's there. Go, 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 go. Road runners. Karen Flores with an excellent finish, Keely.
We've talked about Flores today. We were just talking about her just a couple minutes ago and how sharp she is on the ball, and you can see that she's very comfortable on the ball, on the dribble, as well as spraying the ball around. And now we get to see a little bit of her finishing skills there. And she already had a goal earlier this season, and I think in their win before this. So she's back on the score sheet again, and a great finish there. That was really well placed, kind of puts it in the area where McManus tries to climb to and just can't quite get there. And
the Bears, number 12, Carly Lima.
I keep talking about the resilience of this Bakersfield team, and I think Coach Silva, and talking to you, he highlighted this change of culture that he was working for. And from the booth, we can see that he's trying to create something, and if that's what they're going for, it's very apparent to me they're not a team that gives up. A lot of teams could put their head down 4-2. Having 4 goals scored on you is tough. It's a tough pill to swallow, but they have not given up, and they've been sneaky in creating opportunities, and they get another one there and kind of make this an interesting game again,
Yeah, game on. Don't go anywhere. You don't want to change the dial?
You don't. we have goals galore for you. 7 goals already in this match, and who knows, there could be more on the table. Stick around. We got about 5 minutes left. And it's been action-packed. The second we start to relax and tell a story, we have to stop because something else is happening. They've tied their whole goal scoring percentage this entire season.
Ooh. Everything is more difficult when you're in the 90th minute and the game is close.
That might have been that was actually a good opportunity coming into this last minute. What's happened there? Had they seen that, the Bears are able to keep that one out of the back of the net, and they'll try to get the ball into the corner likely and slow this one down with just a couple seconds to go.
15 seconds to go.
Ref's going to call the whistle on that. He said that is too slow for that throw in.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Final score, Cal 4, Cal State Bakersfield 3.
That's the final score.